Hey everybody, welcome to We Are Not Experts. Again, we are not experts, but we are our fans. We're fans of a lot of things, and one of those includes the anime Fullmetal Alchemist. Well, I only watched Brotherhood. I didn't watch the rest of it. But here, before we jump into that, if you're new here, please, which I assume most all of you are, please like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. That way we can format this to be more so, whatever brought y'all in and whatever keeps y'all around. To begin with, my name is Swan. I'm the host of this show, but we also have some of my brothers in here with me. First and foremost, we have Primo.
What up, folks? Glad to see y'all again.
And second, I guess last but certainly not least, is the homeboy. Sometimes we call him Sunshine, but he goes by T.
How's it going, folks? Keeping it real with you, 100%.
1,000%. All right, so today, like I said, we are reviewing the Netflix movie Fullmetal Alchemist. We'll be completely transparent with you. Me and Primo watched it, but T did not get a chance to. But T's a big fan of all things anime, so he's seen the series, and we're just going to kind of chop it up with him about part of the anime part, and he'll kind of give what he feels like we're trying to describe with the movie. But we just want to be we don't want to sit here and pretend like everybody watched anything. Like I said, we're not experts at this. We're just filling our way through. So first and foremost, Primo, what's your thoughts on the movie, man?
It was the better of a lot of these Japanese anime, a lot of these anime turned movies. I think it was one of the better ones. I felt like it was rushed, but it was pretty. It was decent. It was decent. I thought it was cool. I'm not really familiar with the beginning of Fullmetal Alchemist, like the anime. Like I'm pretty good towards the end of it, but I mean it was decent. What you think?
I'll be honest, man. One of the problems I have with a lot of like with Avatar, The Last Airbender, when they did that movie, and with a movie like this, is it seemed like they took a lot of like, oh, I remember that, and I remember this, and let's just put it up. Like they took like the first, I don't know, season and a half or something, like almost to the end of like maybe halfway through Fullmetal, and they just like made it one long movie. And a lot of the times I didn't even understand like what they were going for. It just seemed like they took a lot of stuff that they knew people liked from the anime, and then they threw it in live action and said like, here, this is a movie, and then just changed the ending of it. And to me, it bugged me out because I didn't. That's actually one of my big problems I have with anime, and it's actually a video I wanted to do, and we may do it later depending on how to do this feel about it. Probably not today, but we'll do it another time. Maybe, which would be like, why don't animes work as movies? And my thing is, I felt like they tried to cram too much into it. Where if I wasn't already a fan of the Fullmetal series, and and I watched it, I would have no idea where this stuff was leading to, what was the purpose of it all, or any of that. Like they never even described what the homunculi were or anything like that. It was just
right,
like what's going on.
I think it's one of the better ones just based off maybe like the graphics and certain things, because I seen an anime that was turned into a movie and I thought it was so trash. One was Dragon Ball, the other one was Attack on Titan. I thought that was horrible. Like that should have never ever been made a movie.
I never got to Attack on Titan. T, did you watch Attack on Titan the movie?
I watched Attack on Titan the movie, part 1, part 2. Akil's right. It's garbage.
Yeah. See. Okay. So, like, let me explain some stuff and we're gonna get into spoilers for those who may have stumbled upon this video. And T, do you mind if I spoil it, or do you
spoil away, dog?
Okay.
I've read about it on the internet. I heard that they, like you said, they mixed up they took things from scenes. Certain characters should have been in the movie, certain characters weren't in the movie. And I was like, you can't really do that. It has to be how it's supposed to be, like the anime, especially if you're gonna make it.
But see, this is part of my thing with, look, I felt like for the first like 3/4 of the movie, they followed the anime step for step as far as this short part of it. But then at the end, they just randomly make Shao Tucker the like overall baddie. They never explained what the homunculi were, what's their purpose. They never showed my man Fear Bradley, which made me mad. I want to see Bradley.
Got the big swole dude.
Nah, Fear King Bradley, he's skinny. He's he was the overall like the guy with the sword.
Oh, I thought that was the old dude.
The guy with the sword in the eye. Akil, he's the guy with the sword in the eye.
Yeah, I know who that is, but I thought that was supposed to be the old guy. That wasn't?
Oh, no, I don't think that was Bradley.
Oh.
But
Akil, you're thinking of Mustang. You're thinking of Colonel Mustang, the swole guy.
It was another guy that was just a real old dude, and I really don't even know who he was. But
that's who I thought it was.
I didn't think it was him because they never pulled out the sword, you know, and they never addressed him as Fear King Bradley. At least not to my recollection. But so what they did, man, is they went through, you know, kind of the beginning. They didn't have the Ishvalan guy. They just had him like fighting you remember the guy? It was the guy that was in like that town off to the side where. T, you still there? Because your camera went off.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my phone. Hopefully, did it get back on?
Yeah, you back.
Okay.
But like you remember when they had that town where they had that priest who was faking like he was like a messenger of God, but he had like a kiddie version basically of a philosopher's stone. You know what I'm talking about?
Me or Kill?
You, brother. Because I don't know.
Oh. Yes, I remember the series. Yes, I remember that.
So it started off with him running away and Ed, I think. Which one is the older one? Ed is the older one, right?
Ed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it had Ed chasing him, and I mean it was a lot of like kind of okay CGI, better than what I expected it to be. But then after that was over, it just like they went to like Shao Tucker's house, so you got to see him and the kid and Nina. You got it was just, to me, it just seemed like they took a lot of like stuff like, oh, people will remember that from the series, so we're gonna throw it in there. And it just seemed like step for step what the series was. And then boom, at the end, they were like, instead of, you know, when they went to the warehouse, warehouse number 5, and you remember they had the other guy who was like a piece of armor like Al was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of having him there, Shao Tucker was there. And they had like the army made from people from Philosopher's Stones and stuff like that. It just went completely left from where the series was, and I was just like, you know, why? Like it was just out of. But do you get how I'm saying? Like it was weird.
Yes,
I haven't seen it, but yeah. So that's just my feelings on it. Primo, we'll come back to the let's come back to it, son.
What's good? What's up, sir? I'm just listening because y'all teaching me some things.
You never watched Fullmetal?
What's up?
Did you ever watch Fullmetal Alchemist?
I never got to the beginning of it. I usually watched it on the end, towards the end, because you know Toonami had it, and that was just one of those animes I was late on. I was going to watch it earlier just to catch the beginning, but I just been so busy with other things. But I mean, I don't know the story of it, so I can't really be like. I do know those homunculi kind of died towards the end. I know they didn't die that quickly. Like, I wish they kind of set it up to where they can make multiple movies, because I thought the characters were great. You know, even the graphics were better than, like I said, better than the most anime turned movies I've seen. So I wish they could have, you know, made a second one, made a third. You know what I mean? Kind of follow up and go straight like with the story, but they didn't. They just kind of.
This makes it interesting because you got like you who's seen the movie but not really familiar with the series, me who's seen both of them, and Terrence who's seen the series but hasn't seen the movie. So it actually got 3 different perspectives. And I guess I was trying to speak for somebody who hasn't seen the anime, but since you haven't seen it, you said you feel like the story flowed well.
I wouldn't say the story. Well, if I had not seen the anime, if I've never even just looked at it, then I'd say yes, the story flowed great. You know what I mean? But I did catch the end of it. So I do know what the old guy with the eye patch or whatever, I do know he had the story. He was actually like a bad guy towards the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I have gotten that far. But from like a person who just never seen anime, then I would have thought it was a good movie.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, like I said, I've seen other anime turned Japanese anime turned movies, and it's better. I think it was better. Dragon Ball, that was trash. better than Attack on Titan because that was trash.
But I'm saying, like, are you saying that it was a good movie overall, or it's just a good movie compared to really bad movies?
A good movie compared to really bad movies. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What else have you seen? That's not. What else have you seen? That's other anime. Because you're going on tangent and then you pause yourself. So what else have you seen?
Like I said, Attack on Titans. Ass. Oh, my bad. Trash. That's what I meant to say. It was trash. Dragon Ball. Trash. Basically all the movies that were anime turned except the Death Note. I didn't even check that out. I didn't even attempt to. Heard it was garbage.
It was trash.
Yeah, so like I'm not, and that's your favorite anime. So it's like,
well, it's my favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, never mind.
But
that's one of your favorites.
Okay, so like I have a weird thing with this is Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime, and I would say it's the greatest in multiple things. But if I talk about like actually technically the greatest, I would say Death Note. It's kind of like where your favorite movie might be Avengers, but when people ask you what the greatest movie of all time is, you'll say like Citizen Kane or something like that. To me, Death Note is the Citizen Kane of anime, but Hunter x Hunter is like the Avengers or something like that. To me, it's the one. If I'm sitting down and watching something again, it'll be Hunter x Hunter. If I suggest stuff, it's Hunter x Hunter. But if somebody was asking me what's the technically greatest one, I would say Death Note. But that's just
this is where I feel like I have a problem because a lot of animes are hard to make movies. Like hard to make movies. That's like there's certain animes that shouldn't just be movies. You know what I'm saying? Because they're hard. I feel like they're just too hard to make. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Attack on Titan, that was just hard to make. A Hunter x Hunter though, how it's like super realistic, except with all the nin. Like if you take out all the nin and like the powers, it's realistic. Then don't shake your head. It's realistic to me.
No, because I don't want you to give anybody ideas. I have a whole reason why I think anime movies have been bad. I feel like if one was going to be good, it would have been Death Note. Death Note should have been maybe a two movie or maybe three. But like I want to do a separate video on this. I don't want to jump too much in like why.
Yeah, you're right.
But to be real, I've only watched part of Death Note. I didn't finish it. I watched all of Fullmetal, and I think I watched maybe Dragon Ball a while ago. But I do want to do that series. So like I'm gonna watch these other ones eventually, and then we'll come back and we'll probably do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, is there anything else you want to say about the movie? Because we may not even have to go full time. I think we kind of summed it up pretty well.
Yeah,
I'll check out the movie later on and get my full opinion about it.
All right, that'd be cool. Maybe when Terrence finishes watching this, and I'll go back and watch like Akira, Dragon Ball, and I don't know if I'm gonna finish Death Note, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, I fell asleep on it.
I don't want to start it. I ain't gonna start it. It ain't gonna cut on. I'm ignoring it.
I feel like it's one of them things where like I don't want to do it, but I do have a theory on why anime movies are bad. And I think I'm gonna go watch these other ones, and we may do another Swan rant, or maybe everybody else will come back in.
All right.
They watch them all, and we'll have that discussion.
But not all of them are bad though. Like the Running Kenshin movies weren't bad. They've made 3 live action Running Kenshin. Y'all probably never knew that.
Man, I'm not gonna watch every single anime movie.
I didn't say you have to. This is part. No. Hear me out. I'm not trying to yell at y'all, go after y'all, but hear me out. This movie, these were back. This is back in Tsunami. So I was like, okay, Running Kenshin, Samurai. It was good because the fact that it's done correctly. It's a Japanese anime. You need a Japanese character. When you make an anime, make the character who they're supposed to be. Fullmetal Alchemist shouldn't have been a Japanese character. He should have been an Englishman.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, why would a Japanese cartoon be an English person?
Because think about this, the way that the character is designed. Because, okay, prime example. Ghost in the Shell.
No. We're gonna stop you there because you're gonna step into something that's gonna lead to a whole nother conversation. We're gonna come back on that one. We're gonna come back.
Oh yeah.
Because you're stepping into something I think you're stepping into. So we Just trust me. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do another. I'm gonna write we need to do videos on, but that's one particularly because I've seen that a lot where white folks come out and say, "Well, this person had blonde hair, so they should have been white." Nah, we got responses for that. We got responses for that. That's,
yeah. Keep that on the low. Let's wait. Let's do that another time.
We're gonna do that another time. But what I will say though is I was not really that big a fan of Rurouni Kenshin. I tried it. It just wasn't my thing. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna throw a low blow at Terrence, but I'm not gonna do it. About Terrence and a certain movie with soldiers based on an action figure line in an 80s cartoon movie about how they like that movie. But we're not gonna jump into that. What we're gonna do is
You not slick. Go ahead.
Hey man, you know what I'm talking about, but they probably know what I'm talking about now. But so I think what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna kind of cut it short. As you see, we got a couple of things we want to talk about. We'll come back with it later. Please please subscribe. Click the little bell because this seems like how we're gonna be doing videos until we can find a better way to do it. But we like doing them live because we like having the conversation. But we also want more people to join in with us. Right now, we have an astounding 0 people watching. Hopefully, one day we'll have. Hopefully one day we'll have more, and y'all can join in the conversations. We think that they're pretty good. Here, I'm not gonna cut y'all off this time. Which one of y'all want to say goodbye to the people? Here, my hands are up here, so I won't do it. Don't nobody trust me. I'll do it. Let's say.
I know you about to say.
What'd you say?
I know you about to cut one of us off.
No.
Goodbye, folks. We'll see you later. I already did it.
There it is. Y'all click click the subscribe thing, which should be right here. Or one of the 2 videos, we'll link you to it. Come back and join us. Please please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.